And we're live. Good morning, good evening, my beautiful sisters. How are you?
Doing amazing.
That's great. Adiola, Happy New Year. It's good to connect with you in this 2025. We missed you, girl. We did.
Good to be back. Good evening, ladies.
Thank
Evening,
you.
Adiola.
Thank you. We miss you too.
Amazing. Today it's Wednesday, another day that the Lord has made for us. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome our viewers. This is not a 90 days go live challenge. Trust me. This is us coming together. We've missed each other after, spending 3 months together coming here live. So today we just want to talk about attitude. We'll be talking about your attitude, why attitude matters, how it affects you, and how can one can have a positive attitude. All right. But before we start getting into the topic, I would like to say today it's our webinar Wednesday. We've got a live webinar. You've been asking us, what is it that you do? So please register with your email address, your name and email address, valid email address. If you're watching on my page, there is my website over there. If you're watching on Catherine's, Adiola, or Yas page, register to watch our free webinar. All right, winning webinar, so that you can start your own online digital business in this year 2025. You need a side hustle. We need a side hustle. That's why we are here right now sharing the opportunities with you. So today we're going to be talking about attitude, how it affects us on a daily basis, be it in our personal lives, businesses, in marriage, school, whatever it is. Attitude matters in how we handle it. So what I'll do, I will define what attitude is, and then Catherine is talk about why it matters. And we'll be discussing the impact, positive, how it reflects on our current situation, positive or negative way. And then Adiola will discuss with us how can one maintain a positive attitude. It's an interesting topic today. So for our viewers, please take your notepad. Write the ideas what we're going to share, the nuggets what we're going to share. And you also, if you have anything you want to contribute, please feel free to comment in the chat and we will read them out and give you a shout out. We would like to know where you're connecting us from. So, what is attitude? Wow, this is a very interesting topic, and I'm going to define that. And then, attitude, according to my secretary, to ChatGPT, is a mental state or feeling that reflects your beliefs, values, and mindset towards people, situations, experience. It influences how you interpret the world, and ultimately how you can act and react in various circumstances. That attitude. Other people, they've got wrong attitude towards things. Other people, they've got right attitude towards things. Your attitude defines who you are. So we're gonna dig deeper into it, and Catherine will come in and explain why attitude matters in our everyday lives. Catherine.
Thank you so much, Mai. Welcome to all our viewers. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. We've missed you for a couple of days. Moi, like you said, attitude defines who you are, right? Because it is the reason behind why we respond to things and the way we respond to things. You see, attitude can either make you, it affects your finances, it affects your personal life, it affects your happiness, it affects everything around you, because we always talk about having a positive mindset. It is your attitude that determines how you respond to challenges. You see, there are certain people who are just negative minded. from the inside, I mean, your world, right? The words you speak comes from your thoughts,
Mm.
what you think. You cannot be thinking negative thoughts and be speaking positive, because it's shaping your world. That's your attitude there forming, and it is going to influence everything you do. It influences the way what comes to you, it influences what you attract, right? If you have a positive attitude, people will naturally come to you, and your negative attitude will naturally put people off.
Yeah.
So it matters a lot, because one cannot overemphasize or undermine the role of attitude in our day-to-day life, in our finances, in the way you see, because attitude is the reason why people see opportunities and they jump over it.
Yeah.
There are certain people who are so suspicious. Everything they have trust issues.
Mm.
That
Mm.
is their attitude. Like, you tell them something, their mindset is they're suspecting you already. They're suspecting the motive already. So, and then you bring the same opportunity to somebody else, and the attitude is like, oh, really? Is this it? Let's go for it. Let's do this. It is all the reason why we respond and behave that way is as a result of our attitude to work, attitude to life, attitude to possibilities, everything at all. So I think it is very important, and we should learn to always maintain the right frame of mind, maintain the right attitude, be intentional about building the right attitude,
Mm.
because it is going to shape your world. It is going to it is what binds your success. So yeah, thank you so much, Maya.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Catherine. Yes, indeed, your attitude determines your approach to challenges, approach to relationships, and even opportunities. Your attitude matters. Please, you need to practice having the right positive attitude, which we're going to dig deep into it. So, yeah,
Yes.
now I'll come to you, and I wanted to talk about how attitude, your current attitude, has influenced your recent experience, and both positive and negatively. Other people, they might have the wrong attitude and they don't even know. you know and yes, so, and it affects them in so many ways. Others, they can't even achieve things because of that wrong attitude. So please, yeah, shed more light into this.
Thank you so much, Moi and Catherine and Adiola. Good to see you guys back. I'm so excited. Like, I can't believe like we're actually doing this. And I remember yesterday asking Catherine, are we doing another challenge? But she was like, no. But I'm glad that we have this today. I would say attitude matter a lot. Like, with our mindset in anything we do. For example, since the start of January, I start off that mindset of saying that, I have to be nice to myself for me to achieve the thing that I wanted to achieve. I have to follow my routines because I feel like my routine, since we started the challenge, was actually in a very good oriented way that it was solving my problem. So I was like, this year, my mindset, it have to be really straightforward and have that attitude of, and of wanted things to be done the way it's supposed to be done, and instead of just saying,
Mm,
oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and be like, or maybe just be in my own self zone and saying that I don't have to reach out because I know it all. So I'm like, I have to be positive to myself and have a good approach to solve problem and to reach out to people that who could help me. One of my approach to that I have to have a routine for me not to burn out. So I said, us having that a way of doing things. Sometimes if you feel burnout, everything is in your hand. You can you started this and you started that, but you're just in the middle. It makes us burn out and feel unmotivated. So you don't see anything good coming out in yourself or anything good coming out other people, because you feel like whatever they're doing is too much for you to do it. But if you have right approach, I feel like that attitude is helping me to overcome these challenges that I'm facing. I don't have any my challenges yet, because it's a new year with a new um, mindset, with a new routine that is working. Although it's something I started last year, but I'm saying this year it have to be different. Have to be different. The way I see myself have to be different. The way I approach things have to be different. The way I wanted my business to run, it have to be different. The way I approach people and I talk about the business. So that's just the one thing I would say. That's just some of the thing I would share. Not to burn out, have a positive mindset, and have a solution in approach the way your mindset should be oriented. So yeah, that's what I'll say. I don't know if I answer your question, but that's what
No, it's great, absolutely, and we can relate. When we started the 2025, we're discussing with the ladies that in this year we are going with a positive mindset, a positive attitude. We've set up challenges, we set up goals that we want to achieve in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. So we know exactly what we want to achieve, and we said to do this, we need to be grateful people, practice gratitude, and then have the positive mindset. And yesterday, we were talking last night, actually, with Catherine, like, there are things we can't do. Or like, no, it's not going to do us good in this business in our personal life. So let's eliminate these things and replace with these good things. Right there, we're already preparing ourselves. We're setting ourselves for success, and this is important for each and everyone else. And if maybe you've started 2025 with the wrong attitude, you are not feeling, you're burning out, just do a stock take. What is it that you need to eliminate, and what is it that you need to add? As Yah said, have a positive mindset. Everything is about positive mindset. See it, change the way you think. If it's a negative way, practice thinking positive. We spoke about gratitude last time, and then we spoke about the power of affirmation. Very important in this day-to-day life. You can't do without it. All right. So after hearing from you, now come to Adiola. Adiola, how can one practice or maintain having the right attitude, the positive attitude? In this world, we face a lot of things, challenges, negativity. And how can one have that positive attitude? Please.
Yeah, thank you, Mai, and good evening once again, ladies. Okay.
Good
All right.
morning.
So, yes, yes. Good morning. Okay. So, you talked about gratitude, and I'll start from there. And you cannot be grateful if you don't think. And so what it means is that you're going to think of the positive things in spite of whatever might be happening, in spite of the challenges one might be going through. There's still, like, that those bright silver lining in the sky, no matter how dark it is, no matter what is going on in our life, there's still those good things that are around us. And if you don't dwell on those ones, we just sit there in the midst of that challenge, we're just thinking. One is just thinking because you're just looking at the problems. But when you cultivate a lifestyle of gratitude, you begin to see that in spite of all the challenges around you, there are still good things that you are grateful for. And when you begin to dwell on those good things, it makes you to, it gives you that hope that, yes, in spite of what I'm going through, I still have these ones that are going for me. And it just shows that God has not forgotten me. God is still in my corner. And this challenge, I'm going to overcome it. So it helps us to maintain that positive mindset. And then, it's also, having that in the midst of that challenge, having that, I used to tell people that there's no problem without expiry date. That challenge that you think it will come and it will go. And so when we have that mindset that, when we think about it, in spite of that challenge, that this challenge is not going to be here forever. And so, it helps us to forge ahead to, and also, what it does is that, okay, how can I get out of this quickly? And then you begin to think of solutions to those challenges. But when you think that, this challenge has come to stay, you don't even think of a way to get out of it. So one thing that one should, to maintain to help one to maintain positive mindset is to think of your challenge as something that would come, it has come, and it will not stay. It's not going to stay. It's a passing phase. And then also that at the end of that challenge, and if you look at it, the challenges we have passed through, it has come to make us stronger, make us better. So let's just see that, okay, this is just a test. It's not every time that it's our village people. That this is something that is going to make me at the end of the day get better. And so that challenge, we should see that a stepping stone to something greater that God is going to do in our life. There's no, if it's like examination, if you've been taught for a year, if they don't examine you, how would they know whether you've passed or not? And so, when you have that, in spite of whatever might be happening, that, okay, this is a stepping stone to something great, that God is mindful of me and that is going to bring out, beauty for ashes. It helps one to maintain that point, because for one to get out of whatever you're going through, you need that positive mindset. Without that positive mindset, that challenge can't be over. That's just the gospel truth. And also, be kind to yourself. Yes, we are not we're not perfect. We are working towards perfection as Christians. So you are going to make mistakes. There was one day that I did something, and I said, and I was with a friend, and I said, "Oh, I'm just so stupid." And she looked at me and was like, "Why would you say you are stupid?" Was like, "Yes, you made a mistake. That does not make you stupid." And then I caught it, and I said to myself that never again was I going to say that I was stupid or I was foolish. Yes, I made a mistake. Yes, I'm going to learn from that mistake, and I'll move on and make sure that I don't make that mistake. So be kind to yourself. You're going to inspect in the process of these challenges. You will see that, when we introspect, that there are some that we actually is our fault, but then you're not going to dwell on it and be judging yourself and be saying, how can you do this? We're going to be gentle that, okay, yes, I have made this mistake. What is the lesson I've gotten out of this? And I'm going to move on, and I'm going to be kind to myself. And then being kind to yourself too, for you to maintain that positive mindset, you need to nourish that body. You need to nourish that spirit, soul, and body. So, as for Christians, presence of God, gospel music, being in the atmosphere of praise. And then also it might just relaxation. You really need, because there are sometimes I will be overwhelmed. You just stop everything you're doing and just breathe. Breathe. It might just be a cup of water, just sit down, Netflix and chill, and then so things like that will help, because it's not every time that our emotions will be so high. There are times that the emotions, like we said, the moral will be low. And then, but once we have that positive mindset and we do this every day, simple things to make sure that our mindset is high up there, is positive. It helps us, no matter the situation, we'll overcome, and we'll see that at the end of the day, last, we'll be okay.
Amazing. I love that. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And the beauty part about having a positive attitude in the mindset, every time I come here, I get blessing. I just got another blessing, ladies. I needed to share with you.
Congratulations.
But my takeaway, you said that be kind to yourself. It's important. A lot of people, we find that we are not kind. We speak bad words towards ourselves. We undermine ourselves. Every negative thing you can think of, any bad thing you can think of, we say towards ourselves. Why? Instead of empowering, there's only one you. There'll be no another you. Be kind to yourself. Speak positive. In the morning, I practice the power of affirmation. I stand in the mirror. I say that I am beautiful. I am unique. I'm a phenomenal woman. I'm a successful. I'm God's favorite child. I speak it to myself. I need to know and remind myself who I am. And also, it says power of the positive attitude. You need to be positive. Don't dwell on the negativity. See life, if you are alive today, it's enough to say, Lord, thank you. Others are in the hospital and you are not. You are alive and kicking today. All right. And tell God, I'm grateful. Your family members, your beloved ones. If you've got a job, say thank you. You're running this business, say thank you. The sisters here that we have, every morning I say, God bless my sisters. I'm grateful for bringing them in my corner. Power of gratitude. So you can do that as well. In saying that, I pray and hope that our viewers, you've learned one or two things today. Thank you very much for connecting. We've got our live webinar today. It's going to be 12 noon Australia Eastern Time, and I think 11:30 years time. Adiola, I'm not sure what time.
So
Live
it will be
webinar.
1 a.m. 1 a.m. my time.
It's going to be 1 a.m. in Nigeria. Yes. So please, wherever you're watching us, distance is not a barrier in this business. All right. Please do yourself a favor in this 2025. You need a side hustle. Connect with us, and we are ready. And we are ready to help you launch your own successful online digital business. And as we're saying goodbye, may the good Lord bless you and meet you at your point of need. We'll see you again. We don't know when, but we'll come live again. All right. So be blessed and bye-bye.
All right. Bye.